Hi everyone, I hope you all know me. If you don't know me, let me just quickly introduce myself. So, my name is Parul Mudit Mishra. I'm a pregnancy wellness coach. I am a childbirth educator and I'm a lactation counselor. I am also working with an online digital magazine called Gravid. It's for pregnancy, parenting, and self development. So, currently, I'm trying to build something with them, which I will share with you all soon. Something which is based on the way I treat you. So something that will help you be yourself and grow and achieve better as women collectively and as moms. So I hope you keep that in your mind that I have something more coming up for you. Now, that being said, today's topic is you can say how to stop overthinking in a manner, because usually overthinking is what leads to stress, and also how to manage the stress when it comes to you, because there are two ways to deal with stress. I'm pretty sure everyone is aware. One is stress mat lo. Stress lo hi mat. Kis baat ka stress hai? Why are you so stressed? Why are you taking stress? Everyone goes through this. Don't take stress. Have you heard this? Don't take stress. Obviously everybody has heard it. And the second thing is, think positive, stress will go, everything will improve. So there are two things that you normally hear: don't take stress, and the other is think positively, everything will improve. But believe me, in my case, if you all have read the email that I sent you, anybody here who has read the email that I sent you? Yes, no, maybe. Anybody? Give me something in chat box. Yes, no. Did you see my email by any chance?
Yes, I saw the email.
You saw the email. Great, Pratibha. So in the email, I mentioned the worst point in my life when I realized that I needed medical help to get out of my depression. And I realized that I am depressed. So most of the times, what's the most difficult thing is acceptance, accepting the fact that I'm not well, accepting the fact that I'm stressed, accepting the fact that there is lack of sleep, accepting the fact that I need some professional help, and accepting the fact that uh, I am not enough at this point in time and I need to do more to be enough, right? So accepting this is the most difficult challenge. And till the time we don't accept it, till the time we don't accept our situation, till the time we don't accept our reality, we cannot change anything about us or anything about people around us. So what are the messages that I got? Were I am overtired, I'm exhausted, I'm not able to sleep, the baby doesn't let me sleep, baby's crying and I feel stressed, and most of the time nobody's there to really support me. And why do you think you guys are connected to me in a manner that nobody ever has connected to you in that manner? Why do you think? Because I think the very basis of caring for women in the society, in the family, is really missing. We women need to support each other in a manner that we can stand for each other. And the biggest problem is that the women around you who are actually physically present around you, they themselves have never been held. Their space has never been held. So that's the reason they don't know how to hold space for others. Right? The only thing that I do for you is hold space. As simple as that. Wherein you can be you. Wherein you can tell me that, this is the real me. This is what I feel right now. I feel even somebody messaged me that I feel like I should kill myself. I don't feel good. I don't feel happy. I'm a mother, but it feels too much. I feel overwhelmed. There is too much that's going on, and now everything is about the baby. So there was a time everything was about me: my favorite lipstick, my favorite kajal, my favorite hairdo, my favorite dress, something around me. I was the new daughter-in-law. Everybody gave me a lot of attention. But now, suddenly, the whole attention is shifted towards the baby. And when I talk about attention being shifting towards the baby, I'm also talking about people questioning your capacity as a mother to take care of your baby. Does it happen? Do people question your authority over your own child? You are the one who kept the baby inside you for 9 months, and people are questioning your own authority that, are you capable enough? And then when they question you, for example, they're like, are you sure? You are not confident enough because obviously nobody has told you that, this is right, this is wrong, stuff like that. And then you feel that, okay, maybe my supply is low. So you have no idea about cluster feeding. You have no idea about growth spurts. Nobody knows, right? So people say that, formula. And then you're like, okay, formula. And then this vicious cycle of low supply formula starts. Like, this is just one example because I'm a lactation counselor. But at the same time, you should understand this, that they question you for everything. Now, what is it that you can do? You'll ask me, Parul, I understand, you understand me, but what do I do? My mother-in-law is like this. What do I do? She's always on my head. Sometimes even my mom is like too much. How do I handle her? So I'll tell you something which is very important today. So let me show this to you because that will make more sense. So I hope you can see this page in my copy. What is this, everyone, that I'm making here? Can you tell me? Anybody can tell me what is this? Can you see this? What is this?
Circle.
What does, yeah, it's a circle, right?
Yes.
Everybody's sure that it's a circle, right? Great. And now that I have put something inside the circle, you can call it a dot, right? So this is a circle and there's a dot inside it, right? So you are basically this dot, right? And there's this circle around you. So in this circle, there are all the people that are surrounding you, well-meaning, loving, caring people. Sometimes, they're not so caring too, but they do not feel, they don't want your bad or they don't want to harm you. It's just that their own understanding is very different than your understanding, right? So there's this circle, and in this circle, there is you as a dot. Now, what is the biggest challenge that you face in your life is that you want to change the circle. You want to make sure that, somebody also messaged me that मन के हिसाब से नहीं होता है जब कुछ तो अच्छा नहीं लगता है. So something which is not acceptable to me, I don't feel good about it. So that's true for everybody, right? So now, for example, in this circle, you are there and there's a dot. And same way, people have their own circles, right? So everybody is a dot and everybody has a circle. Now they keep overlapping. Now the biggest challenge is we want to change the circle. We do not want to look at the dot for 1 second. We don't want to increase the capacity of the dot. So for example, I was at this stage wherein I threw the glass on the floor and it was into pieces, and the pieces flew to my baby also, to my husband also. My husband got hurt, I got hurt. And I was in that zone that, that moment a bulb clicked. I was like, what is this? This is not me. I'm not doing something right. And then I realized what I was trying to do this whole while was I was trying to change my husband a little bit so that he understands me, so that he respects me, so that he believes in me. I was trying to change my mother-in-law also. I was like, why are you so old school? You should understand this because I'm learning this, I'm teaching this. Now, this even exists today. For example, I teach you guys that this is how you're supposed to do baby-led weaning. This is how you're supposed to do things. But at times, my kids are spoon-fed. Because my mother-in-law is like, Arey, thoda sa kha lene do, it's okay. Let them eat a little bit. Arey, it's okay, koi baat nahi, itna nahi hai. So sometimes, and she herself is diabetic, so I have to make sure that, her diet and everything is correct. But then she will be taking that half rasgulla, no matter what, no matter how much I teach her, right? No matter how much I manage her. So now this gives me anxiety. This used to give me anxiety, and that too a lot of anxiety. But the moment I realized I am not supposed to change the circle, I'm supposed to change myself, which clearly means that I am the dot. The circle is going to remain constant. The people will come in and go out of the circle. But I have to be the same person. I have to be sane to handle all that. And how do you increase your sanity? First is, how do you increase your patience level, especially when you're a new mom? I've shared this mantra with you for a lot of times. And if you really practice it, like really, really practice it, it works. It might sound funny, but it works. The mantra is Om Ignorae Namah. Ignore it. Like in a literal sense. Somebody says something to you, you ignore it for them. For example, somebody said, why don't you give this to your child, honey to your child? You ignore it. You don't do it. right? You don't give honey to your child because you know it's harmful. But at the same time, it keeps running in your head. She said that, she said that, she said that, Navata, she said that. So basically, the biggest problem is that when you are overthinking, when you are letting others affect you, so Om Ignorai Nama has to happen from outside also and from inside also. When you let others have this power over you, wherein you are thinking about them, whether it's positive or negative, something that they said, something that they do, if you keep doing it on a constant basis, you are keeping yourself in the place of fear. So you're not confident because you're constantly thinking about the advices that you're getting. You're constantly thinking about the pressure that's on you, which keeps you in the zone of fear. Then also this fear of, what if takes you to this self-questioning zone. You start self-questioning yourself, whether I'm doing right, whether I'm not doing right. Is it okay? Is it not okay? Then when are we overthinking? So for example, right now, so I'm talking about moments in the sense seconds or even 10 seconds. So for 10 seconds in this moment, the very present that we are in. Hello, can you hear me? Karishma, is it okay now? Hello? Hello? Guys, can you hear me? Give me a yes or a no, please.
Yes, but in between it is getting cracked up.
Oh, okay. Just point it out when
I think
you
some
think.
issues from your end.
Okay. So looks like okay, network is fine here. All right, let's see. Let's continue. Oh, just let me know if in case it breaks again. So is it breaking now also?
No.
No.
No. Okay. All right. So what I was saying is that you simply go ahead and do this to yourself, wherein you go into the self-questioning zone. Now, when you are into the self-questioning zone, you are never in your present moment. So when we talk about mindfulness, when we talk about staying in present, when we talk about feeling good about ourselves, when we talk about being sane, I listen to Sadhguru a lot, and he, this thought shook me away. So with this, the whole session, you might take one idea. It says my internet connection is unstable. I don't know why. Okay, so for this whole session, you might take this one idea and this idea might change your life. So for example, Sadhguru said in one of his sessions that every animal has a name: elephant, tiger, monkey. We are humans, but we are called being. Human being. We are human being. So let me join from my phone. Maybe that will be better. Just give me a second. Okay, I am sorry for the technological disruption, but I'm here now. So now is it better? Can you guys hear me? And can you guys, is the voice breaking or anything?
Yes, it's much better now.
No, it's much better.
All right, great. Okay, all right. So what I was saying is that Sadhguru says that all the other animals are either elephant, monkey, donkey, whatsoever, but we are humans. But with that, we have a word being, right? So we are human being. So the question is, why are we human beings? Because so they are born with this capacity of, there is this structure that they follow. We all do the same thing, right? We eat, sleep, repeat. All the animals, us, everybody. But what's different in us is the being word, which means that we have the capacity to change our own emotional and mental state. Now, the biggest problem is what's happening is that your circle is influencing it rather than you doing it outwards. So that's what we need to change. So your circle is influencing your being. Rather, it should happen that your being should influence your circle, right? That I am confident, I am enough. That's what you should radiate so that they know when to back off. So there's no fight that you need to do. There is no, troubles that you should have. There is no conversation that you should have. It's just that your energy should be such that people start respecting you. The people around you should believe in you, that, you know well, you know better. And that would only come when you start believing in yourself. That's like the most important thing. That's what I did. That's what my therapy did for me. I started believing in myself, and in turn, now you people believe in me. right? And the same way, if you also change this for yourself, I'm not saying you have to become a coach to do that, but at least if in everyday life you stop your overthinking patterns, you will start believing in yourself. One thing that can absolutely help you is the affirmations. You stand in front of a mirror and you say this to yourself: I'm an excellent mom, I am enough, I am amazing, my life is beautiful, and I will do whatever in my capacity to make sure my child is taken care of, and I have the best people around me to support and guide me. This is what universe will give you. That's how law of attraction works. You say it, you believe it, and you get it, right? Now, when I talk about these 10 seconds that we're talking right now, example, your 10-second time starts now. In this 10-second that we, or 5 seconds that we just took a pause, are you feeling stressed? Just this 10-second. We'll take that 10-second again. 1, 2, 3, go. Stop. Exactly here in this 10-second, do you feel stressed or anxious? And if you say you do, you are not in this present moment. You're either thinking about your past or your future or something that has happened in your day that's actually stressing you. The stress is not created in this 10-second, right? The stress is there because you are not here with me in these 10 seconds. If you're with me completely in these 10 seconds, then there's no way you can be stressed. Which means if you're mindful, for example, you do some repetitive activities which actually keep your conscious to the present moment. Why do you say that pregnancy may you should be, sweater and all, we knit, right? We knit the sweaters. Why do we do that? Because that's a repetitive activity. It creates mindfulness in your brain and brings you to the present moment. Now you have a best companion ever to be mindful, your child. Do not underestimate the power of a soul. Your baby has the most beautiful, most pure soul in this world, right? But what you are doing is, what's happening here is that for the first 7 years of your baby's life, your babies feed on feminine energy. You must have seen once 8, 9, 10 teenagers, teenage starts, children are more rebellious, like the masculine energy takes over them. That's important, that's needed at this stage of life. But right now, when they're actually growing, absorbing, when they're evolving, they're actually evolving on the basis of your feminine energy. So most of the time when your baby is crying anxiously, what is your state of being? How are you? Just imagine, just remember, try to remember when your baby is crying frantically. So one is your stress is because your baby is crying. What you need to do is just reverse this cycle. Try to say anything that you believe in, any mantra, anything that can bring you to this present moment, right? So I do Om Namah Shivaya. Like whenever I'm trying to make my kids sleep, you can do any ayat, gurbani, anything that appeals to you. But I say Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, and I am calmed down. So whenever my kid used to be like extremely cranky, it happens. First thing first, we should always try to understand why is it happening. Second thing, in that very moment, you have to calm yourself down. The moment your heartbeat improves, the moment you are calm, your anxiety stops reflecting on your child, your baby will calm down. And mostly on days when you've had a fight, on days when you've had, difficult time, your baby will cry frantically. Your baby will be a little colicky, because colic is, and for women who have had a difficult pregnancy or who have not had a mindful pregnancy, they have been very stressed during pregnancy, those women's children are more prone to colic, because they have, all that stress, they're absorbing it. So what you want is, you want this stress to be not absorbed by your child. Can you guys hear me right? I've just seen a message that you can't hear anything.
Yeah, you're totally audible. Yeah.
Okay, great. All right. So most important thing, as I said, I'll summarize. You can change your being. So how you are, how you're feeling, it should come within you. Happiness, for example, if people would be telling you, abhi ye 2 saal nikal jaye, fir sab acha ho jayega. Ask them in return, has it been better for you? No, because every time there's a race. 6 months breastfeeding ho jaye, everything will get better. Once the baby turns 1 and starts, better at solids, everything will be better. Once he starts to go to school, everything will be better. Once he starts college, everything will be better. But nothing ever gets better. Why? Because we are always, looking at the next step, at the next step, at the next step. Why can't we be just here where we are and feel better about today? Feel better about the day that you're spending with your child. Feel better about, be happy from within, just bring it out. Don't look at a milestone that, I need to achieve this. Most of the time you're looking at that because that's how we have been raised. That always there's a milestone that you need to look at it. What I'm trying to tell you is be happy wherever you are and don't compare. Like this is the, uh, what do you call it? The biggest fall of motherhood that you can take. Don't compare. There's nothing to compare. You're a different person. Your situations are different. Your environment is different. So a lot of times in the group also, I keep suggesting people. So I know you all. I have been in touch with you all on a personal level. So sometimes you might see me giving a little contradictory advice also. But that advice is for that particular person because I know what kind of mother-in-law that person has. I know what kind of challenges she has in her home. So she will not be able to do completely baby-led weaning. She'll have to compromise at some level. So understand this, that not everyone's situation is absolutely the same. And there is no rekha here, that there is no lakir here that you cannot, cross this. Everything has to happen as per your comfort zone, as per the people around you's comfort zone. But there are some things that I'll be very strict about. Phone while feeding, distraction feeding. It's actually ruining your child's future. So don't do that. Try and avoid things which really matter. So yeah, if you have to fight about it, fight about things which really matter. Breastfeeding as long as you can, it really matters. Trying to avoid screen time, it really matters. If the baby is taking a few spoons here and there, it's okay. Sugar and salt for the first year, it really matters. But how do you make them understand? You have to be confident. You have to be vibrating with confidence to make them understand that, yes, I am right because I know I'm the mom. You say this once with confidence, with conviction, things will change. Now, the biggest problem is when we are thinking about this, like I just gave you an idea to do this, you're thinking at the back of your head and you're thinking, it's not going to work. It won't work. Now, what I'm trying to tell you here is believe it'll work. Probably it will. But the first step, if at the back of your mind, you're like, it's not going to work, it definitely won't. Right? The other thing is, what do you do to help yourself from acupressure point of view? So you are in that zone wherein I was about to throw that glass. You're there in that moment. You're about to throw that glass and you're about to hurt your people around you. What do? You stop and pause and you start rubbing these fingers here, right? And then you start rubbing this area. If you look at my hand, the back of my hand, there are veins between the fingers, right? I hope you can see this. So you start rubbing here in your finger webs. Start from finger webs and move it downwards. Come on, do it with me. So when you do this, the blood circulation towards your brain improves. And this is a relaxing technique which calms your nerves down. So anxiety attack, panic attack, stress, feeling like crying, bouts of crying, you start doing this. This will calm your body down. That's one thing that you can do, right? The other thing is color therapy. So a lot of you have attended one of my sessions and I hope you are using the therapy. But if you're not, I must tell you, black is the color. So everybody, we have a festival for colors. We are happy in weddings because there's a lot of color there. We are sad in gatherings wherein, somebody has died, because usually people wear white or black, whatever your culture is. But mostly, if you realize that there are certain colors which make you feel good, there are certain colors which make you feel sad. Now, if you go to any Panditji or Vastu people, they'll tell you that, do this color in this corner or wear this color ka stone in your finger. So all that has a value because color has vibrations and frequency, and your body also is made up of vibration and frequencies, and it absorbs that, right? So black is the color. So for example, most of the time we put kala tika on the baby for nazar, right? Why is that? So why is that? Is because black is the color which protects you from infection. It protects you. It basically means nothingness, which means darkness, which means from where we all are born. So there was this big bang theory, and before that it was darkness, nothingness, and we are born out of darkness, which means, and even in our womb there's nothingness, there's dark, the environment is completely dark. So when something, the roots of a plant or a tree, it's absolutely dark where it grows. So whenever you want to grow, whenever you want to thrive, whenever you want to get away from any, whenever you want to turn inwards, you got to use color black. And it also protects with infections. So what you're going to do is on your thumb, both hands on your thumb, you're going to put one dot just in the middle of the thumb, black color dot, just like this, just one dot here. And you're going to place the other dot right here. Let me show this to you. So one dot here and the other dot here. I hope you can see this. Write it down if you have to, or take a pen and draw it for yourself. So you're going to do it every day. If you are into that overthinking zone, if you put these dots on your thumb and all fingers as well, so which means that here it is, all your fingers, you put these dots. So you have heard about this, wherein we need to do some grounding work, wherein we need to connect with Mother Nature, right? We need to, when we connect with Mother Nature, we feel a little grounded. So whenever you go for that walk and you walk barefoot on the grass, it instantly changes you. You go to your balcony for a fresh air, it instantly changes you. Both the hands like this. Just create these dots. I'll tell you how you need to put it and for how long you need to put this. But these dots are what you need on your hands, both your hands. Usually do it in the daytime, wherein the sun's energy is there, in abundance. Usually sun's energy is all the time with us, but in abundance. So in daytime, minimum 45 minutes, minimum 40 minutes or so, maximum 4 hours. So after 4 hours, you have got to wash this out. And you don't put this if you have just had lunch, dinner, or something. So you keep a 1 hour gap between your breakfast, lunch, dinner, or any snack that you have before applying the color therapy. And you do this every day. And you do this in the daytimes, minimum 40 minutes, maximum 4 hours, and then you wash it away. Trust me, do this for like 15 days and you will see the shift in your own energy, because we all are made up of energy, and patience, understanding that is also a part of energetic makeup for us. So this will calm your nerves down. This will help you relax. This will kill the negative vibrations inside of you, and it will keep you balanced. That's why it's in your fingertips. It'll keep you balanced. Whatever you do, balance will keep coming towards you. That's what's important. Now, there is something else that you are going to do, which is going to sound funny to you, but this is something that I really want you to do. So laugh your worries out. I did that. For example, I'll tell you a story right now, how I do it every day. So, you know what? My daughter was 5 months old, and I was, she didn't latch at all, and I had to exclusively pump for her, and I had oversupply. So I was pumping 8 times a day with a double electric press pump. I was washing the pump, I was doing everything, and then I was taking care of my daughter and everything. All the time I was with her, she was with me. We were, inseparable. And at the same time, I went to my doctor's appointment and she told me that I'm pregnant again. Imagine how difficult it would have been, to understand that, okay, I have a 5-month-old and now I am, already one month or 1.5 months pregnant. Oh my God, how am I going to deal with this? I was like, I told my husband, I am going to kill you. I am never going to do it with you ever in my life. Yeah. So this is how you laugh your worries out. Imagine my situation in that moment for 1 second, how I must have felt. I was responsible for taking a decision whether I should continue this pregnancy or whether I should kill my child. because it was going to be very traumatic. And I knew that it is going to be a treacherous journey. Nobody can hold my hand with this. Nobody will help me. People say that I'll help you. People say that I'll be there for you. Continue this. It's a blessing, this and that. But you all know that in the end of the day, you are the one who is taking care of everything, right? So I was exactly there. But what I did was I laughed it out. I was like, "Okay, let's add some humor to it. This is what happened with me." Because, and this laughing it out has to happen for things in the past, for sure. For example, I went to the hospital. I wanted to do skin to skin. I wanted to do the golden hour. The nurse didn't allow me, this and that. Laugh it out. How ignorant they are, they just don't even know the basics, this and that, and just laugh it out. Reduce your birth trauma by laughing it out. For example, I was in the hospital. I had delivered my daughter via C-section. Third day, this nurse, while I was brushing, she just pulled my catheter down without even deflating the balloon. I got UTI and burning and everything. So I had C-section on top of it. She actually hurt my vagina big time. My urinary bladder was leaking for weeks. And it was, how stupid was she, man? She literally yanked it out, yeah. How can somebody do that to someone? So if I keep holding on to that memory with pain, it'll give me only pain. Now I have made it a fun story. That's something funny that happened to me. Yeah. So make it a funny story whenever you are thinking about it, because you will think about it, even if I ask you not to. You're going to do it. So why not do it in a humorous way so that you can at least close that chapter of pain, right? So that being said, I also wanted to give you something instant magic thing. Your happy point. There is a happy point in your body, okay, wherein you can get instant happiness. So can you see this ear of mine? I hope you can. There's this point in your earlobe here, right here, this point, where this earlobe is connected to your body. This is happy point. Rub this point 4 or 5 times a day. Your stress will reduce by a lot. Do it right now with me. Both your earlobes, just rub this point where the earlobe attaches with your body. Just rub it. Rub it for a few seconds and let me know how do you feel. Let me know in the chat box. Oh, so teach the baby to rub it. My baby holds my hair all night. I had this long hair. I had to chop them off. But even then he holds them. So I was like, okay, fine. Let him hold it for as long as he wants, because eventually he'll grow out of it. And eventually I will crave for him to be closer to me, because I know at some point in time they do grow up and they do leave you. And that's also painful, right? Because you've given so much to them. So I will be inviting Dr. Sheetal in a minute, because I've just sent her a message. She should be here with us. Give me 1 second so that I can give her a quick call. It works, right, Ekta? It does. That's what I'm telling you. It does. It does. And it works like magic. It's like happiness point. Okay. Wow. Dr. Sheetal is here. I didn't even realize I admitted her. Hi, Dr. Sheetal. Welcome to this amazing session. And first of all, let me just tell a little bit about her. So where I told you about that incident wherein I threw the cup, right? I was praying to the universe in that very moment that I need somebody to help me get out of this situation. I cannot be this bad. I cannot be this person. I cannot hurt other people. I'm not this person. I am a human being, and I want to be in a state of bliss and happiness, because I'm the only one who can create bliss and happiness for myself, right? So coincidentally, I met Dr. Sheetal through various connections, and I started speaking to her. She told me that, you have the first time that I spoke to her on that phone call for 20 minutes, without me even telling anything. I didn't tell her anything, but just by the tone of my voice and just a few lines that I told about my situation, she told me everything about myself, that, this is what the problem is. This is where you are. This is what you need to do to get out of it. And I was like, oh my God, where were you? Where were you? And at that time I had real financial issues. She was like, don't worry, let's start this and we will figure it out on the way, because I know you need it badly. And I was like, what kind of selfless person does this? She I took those therapy sessions with her because I needed it badly. I'm not saying that you all need it, obviously, but I was needing it and I had severe postpartum depression. So I took those therapy sessions with her and it changed my life. I became who I am today because of her. So welcome, Dr. Sheetal. She is MD in alternative medicine. She practices various modalities, tarot, acupressure, everything that I teach you. Every word that's coming out of my mouth is indirectly coming from her, because I was not this person. I was a big corporate employee, like a couple of you maybe, and I had no idea how to raise a child. And I had no idea that to raise a child, you need to raise yourself first. She taught me that first raise yourself. That's how you raise a brilliant child. So before I bring her on, I want to tell you a very small example. Yesterday I went to a friend's farmhouse, and there at night when everybody was having dinner, my kids, 3 and 2, you all know them, Vidya and Kianch, I gave them the plates, I make them sit in the corner, and I offered them the spoons, and they were eating by themselves. There were other moms. I am the only one who is working in the group, and the other moms are they are work at home moms. And all of them, five other women, all of them were running around their child. So one, instantly, there was this phone. It was like a process. First the phone started, then the plate came in, then the baby was standing next to the phone, and then she started feeding. And I was like taken aback for a second, but then I realized that I am not the coach there. I'm just a friend. So I had to respect my own boundaries. So I didn't say anything. But everybody was like, they eat themselves. They are able to eat themselves. I said, yes. And the only reason that that was happening, I'll tell you what, there's only one reason that that happened. These women have not yet figured out the purpose of their life. And that's what Dr. Sheetal helped me with. And today, she will help you with exactly the same thing. How do you know that what is the purpose of your life? And believe me, the purpose of life is never raising a good and a happy child. That's not the purpose of life. You all have a higher purpose. And Dr. Sheetal, please come and help us finding this higher purpose for ourselves.
Thank you, Parul. Like the way you are conducting the session, it's amazing. I'm like shocked how Parul is doing. Yes, whatever she said, that whatever she's learned, she has learned from me. I'm like grateful to her. How many of you give that gratitude to your coaches, your mentors, your guru? Right? Very few, very few. In today's world, we have forgotten about appreciating the other way, acknowledging the other way. And that is the highest quality which we all should have, so that we can appreciate the other being. The moment, it is like I always say, whatever you want, you have to give. If you want love, you have to give love. And it is like inside out. The journey is always inside out. We always script, मेरे husband प्यार नहीं करते, my in-laws are like this, my situation is like this, my bosses are like this. We always focus on the external thing. We never see what I am doing. What is my internal energy? What is there? If I want love, do I love myself? Come on, I'm asking you all. Do you all love yourself? Just write in a chat box. If you're not writing, that means you're not even acknowledging the fact that whether this is important to love myself. Yes? So I want that response from you. I'm saying that, see, we are not here. Parul is not here to give you gyan, do this and do that. I'm not here to tell you ki ye kar lo, wo kar lo. Who are we to tell you all? It is like you people are going to do it for yourself, right? To acknowledge that ki what I am. If I want love, whether I'm loving myself. When I ask this question, do you love yourself? A lot of people do ask me, what do you mean by loving yourself? मैंने तो कभी सोचा ही नहीं कि खुद से प्यार करना भी होता है. That is very, very, very important. If I, for example, if I ask you, maybe give me 1 lakh rupees, and if you don't have, the response will come, sorry Sheetal, I don't have, I can't give you. Exactly that what happens with all the kind of emotions. If I don't love myself, I won't get it from extra outside. If I don't take care of myself, nobody's going to take care of me. If I don't respect myself, I can't get that respect from the external world. So, whatever you need, dear, what you have to do, give it to yourself first. Fill yourself with so much of love that you will be able to give that unconditional love around. Fill yourself with so much of peace that whoever try to control you, you won't get angry. Fill yourself with so much of self respect that any criticism will not bother you. Yes, with this note, I am going to start and give you that bigger and higher purpose of life. It's not that I'm going to give you, I'm just going to direct you. We are just stuck in small and petty things. आज ये हो गया, कल वो हो गया, किसी ने मुझे ये बोल दिया, ये इशू हो गया, वो इशू हो गया, right? And we forget that we are here because we are contributing. Every bee is contributing in some or the other way in the world, right? How many of you are aware how much you are contributing in this world? Or do you feel that your contribution matters? Just write in a chat box. Just write in a chat box. Do you feel that you or your being matters? Not all. Okay, fine. What else? What else? Come on, there are almost 16 people. I want those many answers. Why I need this responses from you? I tell you why. Because most of the time we don't answer things. That means we are not giving that registration to our subconscious mind that this is important for me. This is important. I acknowledge this, and this is what I am. And if you're not doing this, you will be lost. You're delaying your growth. Yes, good to see those responses. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for responding. So, how many of you are ready to know your higher or ultimate purpose? How many of you are ready? Just raise your hand or just write in the chat box. How many of you are ready? Very good. I am. That's very good. Earlier, I used to think, okay, it will matter, dear. It will matter. Okay, great. So everyone is ready. Till the time in my session, if everyone is not ready, I won't be giving it to you. Okay. So when I get more responses that everyone is ready, then I'm also ready to give you. Because it's not about my energy. See now, my energy has changed because I got more responses from you, right? So my energy depends upon your energy. So if in a day you feel कि no, her class was like बकवास था यार, time pass था यार, ये हो गया, वो हो गया, it is not about me, it is about you. So whenever we comment about somebody else, what they are absorbing is our energy. So right now I'm absorbing all of yours energy, right? And if you feel that I'm very energetic, yes, you all are very energetic, right? So very quickly, just in 5 minutes, we will find out higher purpose in our life. Make sure that in this 5 minutes, nobody is going to disturb you because you will be going into that state within 5 minutes where you will be in a different zone. You will be having a good realization about your current status. Okay. So I want just inform in a 1 minute thing that at least they are not going to disturb you for 5 minutes. Okay. And just settle down and then gently close your eyes. You just have
Girls,
to
if
listen
you
to me.
have girls, if you have other people around you, please hand over your babies also, because babies have their own energy and they will, distract you. And this is going to be a meditative process, so we don't want to, be disturbed during this, or else you'll be distracted. So if you can take 2 minutes and hand over the baby to somebody else, so that somebody else can take over for another maybe 5-10 minutes. Thank you.
Also, one more request. I want everybody, but if possible, keep your video on. Why to keep your video on? Because I'll be also doing sound healing. And if I can see you, I can have that energetic connection with you. And I can create certain symbol depending upon what kind of a energy you are into. And then I will send across those energies to you. Okay? Because we will be doing simultaneously energy. That's why I want And I want to see all the beautiful ladies out here. You all are beautiful. Yes, and you're doing a great job. So if possible, I can understand in few cases it's not possible for you to keep your video on, but it's okay. We are a family. We can understand each other. So if you can keep your video on, that will be great. Otherwise, मुझे ऐसे लगेगा मैं खुद से ही बात कर रही हूँ. And people who are going to keep their video on, I promise they will experience a different thing compared to people who are not keeping their video on. That's great, Karishma. Good. See, it takes just 1 minute to come out of your comfort zone. Just in 1 minute, what I did, I broke your comfort zone. You were all into that comfort zone कि video off कर लो और कुछ भी कर लो. What Parul said, when you're not happy, if you're not in present. So what we were doing, keeping our video off, we are simultaneously doing something else. Yes. So what we are doing, we are not acknowledging our being, we are not giving importance to ourselves कि ये जो 10 मिनट है, ये जो 30 minutes है, ये मेरे लिए है, ये मेरे हक के है. If this is not for me, if I am not acknowledging my time, people are also going to take my time for granted. And that is what exactly happening with all of you. हर कोई आपको ग्रांटेडली लेता है और आप लोग बोलते हो अरे कोई मेरी सुनता नहीं है कोई मुझे वैल्यू नहीं देता डू यू वैल्यू योरसेल्फ नो see now those beautiful faces see the energy my energy is expanding my aura is expanding Sai Rekha Malini, if possible, please keep your video on. Okay. Now we'll be doing the energy work. So just the video on hai, I can see you and I'll be sending some energies to you. Okay. Comfortable? Now just gently close your eyes. One more request in between. Whatever happens, don't open your eyes. Why you don't have to open your eyes? Because you'll be in some process. Suddenly if you open your eyes, ऐसा हो सकता है कि आपको पूरा दिन headache रहेगा. The other thing, you won't get the result which you are expected to get in this 5 minutes. Okay, ready everyone? Okay, just show me thumbs up so I know that you all are ready. Okay, great. Now gently close your eyes. Gently close your eyes. Close your eyes. Be in a comfortable position and gently close your eyes. Okay. Now just take 3 deep breathing. I'll instruct you. Breathe in 1, 2, 3. Breathe out from your mouth 1, 2, 3. Breathe in from your nose 1, 2, 3. Breathe out from your mouth 1, 2, 3. Breathe in from your nose 1, 2, 3. Breathe out from your mouth 1, 2, 3. Yes, this time is for you. This time is just for you. Just feel your body's vibration. Just feel the deeper connect with yourself. Just listen to the sound and go a little deeper, still a little deeper, and connect with your own brain. Now I want from all of you, just feel the vibration of your body and feel the connection with yourself. Now I want you to visualize one dot, a small dot, and around that dot, create a big circle. In your visualization, just feel that there is one dot at the center and a big circle around it. Now, what this dot represents? This dot is you as a being, as an individual. And this big circle is your surrounding. which matters to you, right? अब वो एक डॉट हो और वो बड़ा सा सर्कल आपका सराउंडिंग है। इस सराउंडिंग में आपके बच्चे आ जाएंगे, आपका पार्टनर आ जाएंगे, आपके इन-लॉज आ जाएंगे, आपके नेबर्स आ जाएंगे, आपके फ्रेंड्स आ जाएंगे, आपके पेरेंट्स आ जाएंगे, everyone with whom you have connect on a day-to-day basis. Yes, so just feel that the surround, the circle, the big circle is filled with everyone, and you can listen that chatter around. Now, I just want you to realize, do you feel that this big circle, your surrounding, has influence over you? यानी अगर आपके सराउंडिंग में कुछ चेंजेस हो जाते हैं, that will affect your being. If in your surrounding somebody says or somebody does something will matter to you, it will affect you. Just get that answer within. Now, I want you to realize that that one particular dot, that is you as a being, does this being have effect or influence over the surrounding? Whether you change your responses, your behavior, your health, your tantrums, or can you have the power to change the surrounding? Just notice that answer within yourself and keep in your mind. Yes, in most of the cases, the answer is yes, my surrounding has lot of influence on me. I change, I shift according to my surrounding, but I don't have that impact on my surrounding. That's your step number one. Now, I just gently want you to take in your visualization, you're just taking going forward and taking step number two. You're standing here on step number two. Now, I want you to realize what is your current behavior pattern. Whatever it is, you don't have to find out whether it is negative, whether it is positive, ye acha hai, bura hai, nothing like that. Just have to realize how I behave on a day to day basis with myself and with my surrounding. Whether I am angry throughout, whether I am cribbing throughout, whether I am sad, whether I'm happy, whether I'm full of energy, whether I'm feeling dull, whatever behavior pattern you experience on a day to day basis, just acknowledge that. Now, I want you to take gently step number three. Now, you all are standing on step number three. I want you to realize your strength and your weaknesses. Try and realize your strength and your weaknesses, your positive part and your negative part within yourself. Try and realize that and keep in your mind. Gently take step number four. You all are standing on step number four. I want you to realize and acknowledge your belief system, your value system, with which you can't compromise ever. For example, if your belief system is honesty, your value system is integrity, whatever it is individual to you. So acknowledge your belief and value system and try and make a note of it in your mental state. Gently take one more step forward. Step number 5. I want you to create your identity. What, in the sense, what you feel at this moment in your current situation, what identity you feel that you have. Do you feel that you are a victim of your circumstances or you are a warrior? In your current situation, most of this time, do you label yourself that I am a victim, मेरे साथ ये हो गया, मेरे साथ वो हो गया, I am helpless, I can't do this. Most of the time we play that role. So just realize how often do you give that identity to yourself that I am a victim? Or do you feel that you are a warrior? You are already a winner. Just give an identity to yourself, your current identity. Don't imagine and visualize that I should be a winner, I should be a warrior. But what you feel in your current situation now, just try and realize that. Now, I want you to take step number 6. Gently come on step number 6. By coming over step number 6, you already know that how your surrounding influence you. You already know what are your current behavior pattern. You already know your strengths and weaknesses. You already know what are your belief and value system. You already know what is your current identity. Now I want you to see that there is a big mountain and you need to climb this mountain and reach to the peak. Why you need to reach to the peak? To know the ultimate purpose of your life. You're not here just as a mother. You're not here as a daughter-in-law. You're just not here as an employee. You have a higher and bigger purpose in this world. भगवान ने आपको ऐसे ही नहीं भेजा है. You all can contribute in a bigger way and you have the desire within you. मुझे ये करना है, मुझे ultimately ये बनना है. So whatever it is for you, whether the purpose is small or big, that's okay. But it's important to know your purpose. Maybe right now your purpose is to take up a job. Maybe your right now purpose is to be a good mother. Maybe right now your purpose is to contribute in whatever way to other being. Whatever your purpose is, just try and find out that. And now just feel that today is the day when you have achieved that purpose. सब कुछ इतना बदल गया कि ultimately the dream has come true and you have achieved that purpose. And you're celebrating. You're celebrating your success. You're celebrating. Just see, look at yourself. When I'm celebrating my success, what I'm wearing, how I'm looking, who else is there to celebrate with me my success? How people are applauding, cheering up me. They are like very happy about me. How I'm feeling, how I'm taking and accepting that success, this celebration. Absorb each and every energy, the comments, the applaud, everything, and feel yourself. Now look at yourself. How are you feeling? When I have achieved my purpose, this is the ultimate day of my life. Yes, I did it. Whatever was my condition, still I did it. I'm an achiever. I'm a winner. I'm an action taker. I'm a go-getter. Just absorb this energy, this feeling of celebration in every cell of your body, all parts of your body. With this energy, now I want you to take backward step, but keeping in your mind your purpose. Now you are that winner, that achiever who has already reached to the peak and fulfilled her desire. Now when you come to the reverse state, I want you to realize what new identity you're creating to yourself. So from step number 6, come backward and come to step number 5. If you are the person who has achieved her purpose, what should be your new identity? So now is the time that you need to create that new identity for yourself, whether you should be victim or whether you should be a winner. Just create a new identity for yourself and absorb it. I want you to come down to step number 4. If my new identity is this, what should be my belief system? What should be my value system? Whether I have to change, whether I have to add on something, or whether I have to be flexible. So give yourself a new belief and value system depending upon that you have to fulfill that higher purpose. Now you are not that ordinary being. I want you to calm down gently on step number 3. And now look at your strengths and weaknesses. There are possibility that now you are that ultimate person who have achieved everything in the life. What should be your strength and what are your weaknesses? Maybe now you are that person who don't want any weaknesses. So fill yourself with a lot of positivity and strength, which is required to fulfill your ultimate purpose. So create new strength for yourself and try and eliminate all the weaknesses which is restricting you, your growth. I want you to come to step number 2 and try and realize what should be your new behavior pattern. If I want to achieve my purpose, what should be my new behavior pattern? Can I get angry? Can I be lonely? Can I get sad? Can I crib? Can I criticize? Can I just be lying and can I just be lazy? What should be my behavior if I have to achieve my purpose? So write down or just fill yourself with new behavior pattern. Now you're full of energy, you know your identity, you know your belief system, you know your behavior pattern. Now what I want you to do, gently come down to step number 1 from where you have started it all. You are on step number 1 and now you are standing on that center, on that dot. And still your big circle, your surrounding is same. Now try and realize whether this dot, this one being, can get influenced by the surrounding. क्या आपका surrounding आपको change कर सकता है? Or your being is so strong now, so powerful that you can influence your surrounding. Just look at yourself. Your surrounding is same, but what has changed in this 5 minutes is you as a being. That dot has much power than her surrounding. Try and absorb all this new shift of energy in you. Acknowledge the fact that you have given this chance to yourself. Gently rub your hands. Keep it over your eyes. And very slowly and gently, with beautiful smile on your face, open your eyes. Just write in the chat box, how are you feeling now? Yes, I want
You're on
whatever you are
mute.
feeling. Yes,
Yeah.
whatever
Okay.
you are feeling. Just write it down. Or if any one of you want to share, just unmute yourself and share it with me. I'll be more than happy. Because I could see there are a few people who had tears in their eyes. It's a big realization, it's a big shift of energy in you, right? So you can write in the chat box or you can unmute and share with everyone. How did you feel?
Earlier, like I was feeling like so many thoughts were coming to my mind, and I'm feeling better right now.
ऐसे
But
लगता है ना कुछ बहुत भारी था वो निकल गया.
बट अभी भी है, शायद वो टाइम के साथ जाएगा.
राइट राइट राइट. सी, जब भी आप रोते हो ना तो आप हील होते हो, बिकॉज बहुत कुछ सप्रेस इमोशंस है, वो सारे हमने अंदर ही अंदर रखे हैं. वी डोंट ट्राई एंड वेंट आउट, वी पुट दैट इमेज कि मैं बहुत स्ट्रांग हूँ, मैं कर सकती हूँ, ये है वो है, एंड वी सप्रेस सो मेनी इमोशंस एंड दोज नेगेटिव इमोशंस, and we carry this burden. And that's why just in this 5 to 10 minutes I could touch each and every one of you. And that's why the tears are rolling out, because you realize कि आपने खुद को कितना neglect किया, खुद को कितना ordinary feel करा है, खुद को कितना taken for granted किया है. And that's what we do every day, right? Any more sharing? Congratulations, Sai, to you. And happy that you have the courage to share. Yes, any one of you want to share more? That's great. Yes. Relaxed. Yes, this is the feeling you. It's okay. It's okay. Acknowledge whatever you feel. But now at least you know your purpose. However it is small or big, you know your purpose, right? You know what you need to change. You can't ask other people to keep your remote control. उन्होंने remote control का button press किया and they know what are your trigger points and they operate upon you. They know your trigger points when you'll get angry. They know when you'll be okay. Okay, so why to give your remote control in somebody else's hand, and they will operate on you and they will decide when you can feel happy, when you can feel sad, when you'll get angry, when you'll do what. So take your remote control back in your hand. That's why that one dot, always keep in your mind that one dot is very important than the surrounding. So your surrounding can only influence you if you give them your remote control. But if you keep your remote control with yourself, you can influence your surrounding, right? That's great. You felt relaxed.
One more thing I wanted to add. Like, beginning I was feeling as if I'm in the dot and everybody is like chatting to me. And then suddenly, after I came down, and I felt like, हाँ तुम्हारा problem पहले solve करते, जो priority वाले उस हिसाब से करें.
Right,
I was
right. So
feeling
you
my
become more considerate, giving unconditional love, or getting that understanding for other being became easy for you, right?
starting, I wanted to just close my ears to everything.
Yes, बहुत ज़्यादा शोर है, बहुत ज़्यादा
बहुत
criticism है,
हम्म,
right? So this is what happened in everyday basis. जब हम अपने आप से ही connected नहीं होते ना, तो लोगों की बात, like we can't understand others because we can't connect with others since we are missing that inner connect with ourselves. And the moment we have that realization and connect within ourselves, we can get connected to people. We have more understanding about our being and we can understand others also. Right?
And one more thing, in between also, I was getting a mild headache kind of thing when the sound was
Yeah.
happening.
Yes. Why headache? Because until now you have not realizing कि ये सारा चीजें, ये बोलते ना garbage, ये toxins मेरे अंदर भरा हुआ है and I need to get rid of it. And the moment you try to get rid of it, you have headache or pain in some area of the body, or maybe vibration, or maybe you feel a lot of emotions at one time. So today, if possible, take very light food, have more liquids, have more water, and listen to some soothing music and walk barefoot. Like if you are having headache, just go after the session for 15 minutes, walk barefoot, maybe on the grass or maybe on the ground will do whatever is convenient for you. But just be into that grounding position and connect to Mother Earth, Mother Nature. Yes,
Thank you.
most welcome. Yes,
Doctor, one of the participants, Malini, is saying that she felt relaxed, and at the last, she almost slept. So she wants to ask, what did put her to sleep? What was it that she felt like, sleeping?
that's a good sign. That if you felt like sleeping, that means subconsciously you were absorbing everything and you were at peace. In few seconds, you were at peace, and your subconscious, like whatever negativity was there, it just went out, and now you are like so empty within that you felt a deep relaxation and you went off to sleep. And then whatever instruction I was giving, your subconscious was retaining it and absorbing it. So there is like the shift is at a bigger level. So it's a good thing. You should not worry why I slept. In fact, the more shift has happened within you.
Great. Amazing session, like always, Dr. Sheetal. So I have something amazing for you. So you have experienced this for the first time, I'm pretty sure, all of you. And this is what has changed me. And this is what has made me who I am today. And I'm so grateful to you, Dr. Sheetal, for being there in my life. I think just being there, I can be there for them. Just like you hold space for me, I hold space for them. And I want the world to have more connections like this. That's what the higher purpose that I got. When I was standing on top of that mountain, I felt like I should be somebody who would be creating more connections like this, wherein we are just, connecting with each other and holding space with each other and healing each other. So that's what I think my bigger purpose is. And I'm so happy that I got it again. And thankfully, it's the same purpose that I felt the last time, almost 3 years back when we did this for the first time. So grateful to you for this. And I have an announcement to make everybody. Dr. Sheetal is also an amazing, and the amazing word itself is, I think, smaller for her. She is an excellent tarot reader. So if you are in that zone in your life at that step wherein you need answer, for example, whether to go this way or that way, there are two pathways in front of you and you want to take one of those, because now that you've discovered your higher purpose, you definitely want to take one step ahead towards it, right? That's what the ideal situation should be. And it's now or never, I can tell you this much. So whatever you have to do it as soon as possible, because you need to acknowledge, as Dr. Sheetal said, you need to acknowledge that you have reached this information. This information is with you and you need to give power to this information. And to that, a very small action you can take, or maybe you are struggling with a decision that you're not able to take, or anybody else in your family, like your husband, probably you as a couple, are struggling with something that you need to decide. Dr. Sheetal is offering you, since I've requested her, a free session for tarot. Thank you, Dr. Sheetal. So you guys can ask her questions. I will share a link with you, the way there is a link for Calendly to book consultation with me. Same way, she'll offer you a 30-minute guidance, but it'll be one question only. Make sure you think about it, what question you need to ask, and make sure that question has good clarity. We cannot ask questions which doesn't have a very good clarity. She can give you either yes or no. She can even give you guidance. And I can tell you, she can even give you remedies. So usually when you go to tarot healers, remedy part is not there as such. She will definitely give you solutions to your problem as well, that, this is what you can do. So if you want to book that session, I'll share the link by today evening. You can book that session with her. And believe me, make most of this time. Take as much as you can in these 30 minutes. You will be grateful for life. That's what I do whenever she, gives these sessions. I'm like, please, 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 I'm always there for you. So do that. Thank you so much, each of you, to attend this session, to be with me, to trust me and believe in me that I can be of some help to you in whichever way I can. I will keep doing what I'm doing. You keep doing what you can do. And you all are awesome moms. Stand in front of the mirror, even after the session, and tell this to yourself that I'm amazing, right? Because you are. Nobody can tell you otherwise. All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Sheetal. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye. If you have any questions, post them in the group. And one humble request, please share the feedback, because we want more people to attend, more people to join, and more people to experience this shift, because only then we can create a better world, right? All right. Beautiful girls. Bye-bye. See you soon.